Do we finally have evidence that Indiegogo are prepared to separate themselves from the Microdrone 4.0 campaign by speaking out? Too little, too late? Hey everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to Geeksvana. As many of our regular viewers will know, we have been following the Microdrone 4.0 crowdfunding campaign for some time now, and today we have a short but potentially important update to bring you, which involves the crowdfunding platform itself, Indiegogo. Now, if you're new to this story, this is kind of where I need a previously on Geeksvana funky title or sound effect. Editor Alfie, would you mind? Microdrone 4.0 is a crowd-funded drone project where the owner, Vernon Kerswell of Extreme Toys Limited, promised backers an amazing micro-sized drone which would capture DJI Inspire 2 quality footage for less than a couple of $100. The campaign was launched with a video promising 12 megapixel sensor, informing backers that the product was extensively tested and it was production ready. That was back at the start of 2019, and today, moving into the second quarter of 2021, we're still getting updates from the campaign owner showing a drone which is not complete and frankly bears little resemblance to the original promised production ready product and cannot be described as micro in any way. Remember, this is a campaign littered with misleading marketing and lies to backers from a campaign owner who first targeted $75,000 to complete the project, in the end raising a couple of $1 million. To find out more, you can watch our Microdrone 4.0 playlist, which is linked in the description below. It includes 2 interviews with the campaign owner Vernon Kerswell and some interesting updates along the journey to where we find ourselves today. In our last update, we confirmed that a now former employee of Indiegogo reached out to confirm that it was indeed the crowdfunding platform who placed the project back to prototype stage, something Vernon Kerswell has publicly stated many times was not possible, and also confirmed that it was the issue which prevented him from providing refunds to backers. Well, it appears that Indiegogo are now happy to confirm the situation via email to backers. This response has been sent to more than one backer from different support contact names, so it appears to be an official line being taken by Indiegogo. Just quickly, thank you to the backer who forwarded these screenshots to Geeksvana and gave us permission to use them. In the first screenshot, the email from Rochelle at Indiegogo support reads, "Thank you for reaching out to us here at Indiegogo, and I'm very sorry to hear your disappointing experience with this campaign. We have included backer feedback along with all other information at our disposal in our review of the Microdrone 4.0 campaign. In this case, we have contacted the campaign owner for more information regarding the status of their campaign, with no response. According to the campaign updates, they state they are still working on the final prototype before heading to production. Because of the material changes they've made to the prototype since we first granted them production status, we've revoked their production product stage badge. We also understand that this campaign has experienced significant delays, and we share in your disappointment. For further information on the status of your perk, or if you'd like to request a refund, please contact the campaign owner directly. I forwarded them this support message as a notification that you may do so. Here is their contact information." So this is the very crowdfunding platform hosting the Microdrone 4.0 campaign. The same platform Vernon has publicly blamed for not allowing him to provide open refunds to backers during the time the project was set to production. This is something he later denies, but the countless communications with backers proves he took this line. Oh, and of course he confirmed this in an interview with Geeksvana. It appears that from the wording of this support email from Indiegogo, they do see the validity of the backers' calls for refunds. Also, take a step back and read this email again. We have the crowdfunding platform confirming the following. Firstly, they have contacted the campaign owner for more information regarding the status of the campaign with no response. Take a moment to take that information in. Indiegogo are not able to gain updates from their own campaign owner. Due to the material changes they've made to the prototype since Indiegogo first granted production status, they've pushed the campaign back to prototype stage. I would suggest the wording of the email suggests this was also to allow for simple refunds to take place. However, more seriously, this shows that even Indiegogo themselves can see the product now being offered bears little to no resemblance of the promised production-ready drone. So we now have a situation where it appears that Indiegogo are having some more open and honest conversations with backers regarding the campaign status. However, they really only confirm what we already know. There needs to be some urgent action here from Indiegogo. They need to act to protect the backers as soon as they are able to. Now, I hope this is already happening and perhaps something they cannot comment on publicly. Certainly, the process of placing sanctions on the campaign would be a tough legal issue and protracted if Vernon Kerswell isn't even responding to Indiegogo. I would ask Indiegogo to look carefully at how their most recent emails to backers confirming serious issues with the MD4 campaign will look if they do not take more action, as they have previously with other troubled campaigns. We need to see an acceleration of their public involvement to gain answers and refunds for backers. As many of you watching are backers of the campaign, you'll be aware of the relationship between Geeksvana and Vernon Kerswell is, shall we say, a little hostile. It would appear that Mr. Kerswell does not appreciate the light being shone on his scam of a campaign, and I can appreciate his frustration. This report, like many of our recent videos on this topic, certainly seems one-sided. It would seem to new viewers, perhaps, to be even unfair. However, prior to recording or going live, we always provide Vernon Kerswell and Ethan Zoo Kerswell with ample opportunity of right of reply to provide any information they feel is valid. Interestingly, the response provided by Extreme Toys Limited director and campaign owner Vernon Kerswell did not seek to answer any of the points raised in relation to the information presented to our viewers today, or confirm key aspects such as where the claimed refund policy was publicly available throughout the campaign as is required under Indiegogo terms. Instead, he focused on the fact that, as well as writing for right of reply to him, we also reached out to the other publicly listed director of Extreme Toys Limited, Ethan Zoo Kerswell. Now, I can understand if someone listed as a director has little to do with the running of a company, and I can understand they would perhaps also not wish to be a point of contact. However, Vernon has confirmed in interviews with Geeksvana that his fellow director was responsible for the day-to-day operations at the company. They were also listed as co-founder and an active member of the senior team in direct marketing issued by Vernon and Extreme Toys Limited. This is a strange fascination in the face of serious questions which remain unanswered. Vernon Kerswell continues to threaten Geeksvana with legal action of many types, all this without providing any information or answers to backers. In fact, it seems he's happy to spend hours on an email thread to threaten me over who at the company we should write to. So again, if you're watching this, Indiegogo, please take some action to sanction this campaign and save the backers from further losses. Your communication with backers, talking more openly, is welcomed, but we hope this is being backed up by some action behind the scenes. Now, we will of course keep you all fully informed of any more updates to this story. As ever, we intend sticking out to the end. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.